Okay, hello Bookish Friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lexi, and this video that you are seeing today is actually going to be a swapping my screen time for reading. So I am making my coffee right now. It's actually, what day is it? It's Wednesday afternoon. I'm working from home today because I had to get some work done on my car. I have not done any vlogging this week. It's Wednesday and I feel like it's been such a long week. I don't get it. But Louis had me up all night last night. He's having belly issues again. I don't know what the frick his problem is, but he literally was like crying until 11 p.m. and I let him out and he like, you know, did what he had to do and would not stop crying like the entire freaking night. So I ended up, Cooper, we have my in-laws dogs and he like sits right on my feet. So I ended up sleeping on our couch last night from like 11 p.m. to 5:30 a.m. just because Louis would not settle down unless I was like there with him. And I was like, I'm not gonna sleep at all unless I just go downstairs and like sleep on the couch and he lays on his bed. So that's what we did. I'm exhausted today and I have not had any like energy entire week to do like weekly vlogging, and I'm trying to be really consistent about posting on my channel. It's like, what's something that I can like film in a day and then like edit it and have it up for Monday? Oh my god, the Nespresso coconut, what is it, tropical coconut pod is superior to everything else. So I was like, what's something quick that I can do in a day that involves reading, it involves vlogging, that I can just film in one day? And I was like, oh, Olivia Reads a Latte always does these kind of videos where she does like swapping her screen time for reading and seeing how much she can actually read in a day if she puts her phone down. So that's what we're gonna do today. Yeah, just made my coffee. I'm gonna go sit on the couch for a little bit and we're gonna actually discuss how much time I spend on my phone. I'm a little nervous, but it's like, YouTube, I watch YouTube videos in my car for like 2 hours at a time. So does that count as screen time? I don't really consider that like social media. Like, I'm just thinking, like when I'm thinking of this, I'm thinking of like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, like those kinds of things. Yeah, definitely TikTok. TikTok's gonna be a bad one. So those are kind of the things I'm thinking I'm gonna do. It depends on how much screen time I actually have. So let me stop rambling. I could just keep saying the same things over and over again, but let me stop rambling and let's go see what my screen time is like. I'm nervous. All right, let's see the damage. My daily average is 5 hours and 34 minutes. It says I'm down 31% from last week. TikTok is my most used. They count messages as screen time. That's not fair. YouTube, Instagram, Outlook, my freaking emails. See for the week. Oh my god. Okay, so if I look at it on a weekly thing, I'm gonna post like the screenshots on the screen somewhere, probably right here. So if I look at it for the week, YouTube is my most used, then Maps, which that's not fair either. Like, I don't know, that doesn't really, oh, it breaks it down. So it says social, whoops, social media is 7 hours, 2 minutes. Entertainment is 5 hours and 55 minutes. Travel is 2 hours and 47 minutes. So that's for the week. Most used are YouTube, Maps, Instagram, TikTok, Messages, Disney Plus, and Facebook. Oh, that's embarrassing. I'm gonna go with the 5 hours and 34 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set a timer. What did I just say? 5 hours and 34 minutes. Set a timer on my phone for 5 hours and 34 minutes and start and stop it every time I read. And we're gonna see how much we can read in those 5 hours and 34 minutes. I'm currently reading, you saw this in last week's weekly reading vlog. I have been like not in the mood to read at all since reading the novella To a Perfect Child by Lucinda Berry. Like, that totally put me in a reading slump. But I'm still reading One Summer in Savannah by Terah Shelton Harris. I'm currently on page 134. Let me make a note of this. Started at, it's exactly 12:50 right now. I'm technically on my lunch break, so for the next like hour-ish, I'm going to read. I started at 12:50. What did I just say? Page 134. much average like 55 to 60 pages per hour, depending on like how into the book I am. This book, when I'm reading it, like it reads quickly. Hopefully in the next hour I can read like at least 50 pages, but we shall see. This book, I'm going through it slowly simply because I'm just like not in a reading mood lately, and this book is like kind of like sad. The whole premise of the book is Sarah, our main character, was raped 8 years ago and got pregnant from that. And the guy who raped her is a twin, Daniel. It's Daniel and David. And Daniel, the rapist, is in prison serving his time for this crime. When she found out she was pregnant, she moved to Maine from Savannah and kind of just like started over, gave herself a new start. Didn't want her child to be around his family because I guess his family is really like powerful and resourceful. So they basically like ran her out of town, and they sound like terrible people. But now we're 8 years after that, the rape all happened, and she had her baby. And she gets a phone call from her dad's girlfriend saying like, you need to come home. Dad had a heart attack. You need to come see him. It's nothing serious, but you need to come see him. So she goes home, and come to find out her dad actually had a brain aneurysm and has 6 months to live. So now she's kind of dealing with that. And then there's this guy, Jacob, that her dad and his girlfriend keep talking about, and come to find out it's Daniel, the rapist twin brother. He just changed his name because he didn't want to be associated with anything. And he came back. They just ran into each other, and she was like, get the hell away from me, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, so, and they just found out that Daniel, the rapist, it has like, I don't know what kind of cancer he has, but he has cancer and he's basically dying. And now he's asking his twin brother, David turned Jacob, if he will be a bone marrow donor. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. But it seems like, based on the way they say this, it says, this story is bittersweet, touching emotion, deeply interrogating questions of family, redemption, and unconditional love as Sarah and Jacob discover what it means to truly forgive. So for some reason, I have the feeling that like Sarah and Jacob, the twin brother, are gonna like fall in love, which that's kind of strange because like this guy you're falling in love with is your daughter's uncle. I don't know. So, but we'll see. I've heard people like love this book. Oh, Louis gonna bark. Clearly feels better after his little friggin' belly fiasco last night. I'm going to spend the next hour or so reading. We are gonna start my timer, and we have to read for 5 hours and 34 minutes today. So let's see how much I can get done. Okay, it is now 2:15. I went a little over an hour, but I was like doing some work stuff and other stuff in between. But according to my timer, I have read for about an hour. I am now on page 194, meaning I have read 60 pages exactly. This is getting a little more intense and a little better. I'm excited about that. But how many pages is this book? 434 pages. So 217 is the halfway point. So I'm like almost halfway through with this. So I have another 4.5 hours to read, meaning I can probably read another 270 pages, hopefully, and I'll finish this book. So that's exciting. If I can read, well, not if, when I read the other 4.5 hours, I should be able to finish this today, which is fantastic. So, yeah, like I said, it's about 2:15. I have some work stuff I need to get done. So I'm gonna do that. I need to do more laundry. I'm a little hungry, so I should probably make myself lunch. I also to get laundry detergent, so I should probably do that too. But I really don't feel like leaving my house. Like, I'm so freaking tired today. It's not even funny. But, yeah. So I'm gonna go get some stuff done, and then I will be back when it's time to read again. Hello. Hello, Bookish Friends. So I kind of suck, and it is now Thursday, the next day of when I started this, swapping my screen time for reading. Life got busy yesterday, as it usually does. I only read for like 2-ish hours, but hold on, let me go grab the book. Last time I like formally checked in, it was like 2:15. I was at page 194. It is now Thursday at about going on 4 p.m. and I'm at page 269. So I read a lot. I have like this, no, I have this much left. I read this much so far. And I me cleaning my dishes last night. And then after that, I got really busy with work stuff. Ended up doing that for a while. And then Chris came home, and then his mom came over for dinner. And then after that, we started planning our honeymoon, which we're going to Hawaii in November. So last night we like spent 2 hours and kind of mapped out where we're gonna go and then booked all of our flights. So I didn't have any time to read, but it is now going on 4 p.m. and I have nothing to do for the rest of the night. So I still have my timer on my phone from last night. Like that's literally the same timer. So I have 3 hours and 32 minutes. So we're gonna finish it today. And at first I was like, nah, I think I should just scrape this video. Like it was supposed to be a 1-day thing and now it's going on 2 days. But you know what? I'm continuing on because why not? So we have to read for another 3.5 hours today. So that will be no problem, hopefully, who knows. But I've talked about this small business on my channel a lot before. It's called Cotswold & Co. They sell, so Cotswold & Co. sells like really cute apparel with like cute graphics on it. They sell cups. I think she just started selling keychains, earrings, clips, all that fun stuff. But she also has another company called Cotswold & Co.'s Transfers, where you can buy your own transfers and it's cheaper that way, and then you can get like your own like blank apparel almost, and then use your own heat press if you have one. Like this is one. So like this is like the thing that actually goes on the t-shirt, and then I have a big old box of apparel, and then I treated myself to a Cricut heat press. This is the Cricut Easy Press 3. This is the 9x12, I think. Oh, no, 12x10 inches. So I treated myself to this. I absolutely love Cotswold & Co.'s like designs. They have a lot of seasonal stuff, a lot of dog mom stuff. And she's constantly adding new designs, and she does $2 Tuesdays where some of her transfers are $2. So I was buying a lot of stuff from her, which I don't really care about because I love supporting her small business. But it was getting to a point where I was like, I wonder if I could just like invest in a heat press and then buy my own like blank apparel, and that way I can literally get as many things as I want. So that's what I did. But we're gonna press some of the designs right now because I want to. And I will show you the end product, and then we will finally get to reading. I do have to pick up Louis. Where's my phone? Louis went to daycare today. So I do have to pick him up at 4:30. So I got about an hour until I have to do that. So I'm gonna press these t-shirts, see how much reading I can get done before I have to go pick him up. And then once he gets back, we are going to sit and read for as long as we need to. So let's go. Okay, here we have it. How freaking cute are these? So I have "'Tis the Seasonal Depression" because in New York that shit is real. "Do What Makes You Smile." Then I have "Protect Your Energy" on a hoodie. Boo-ha. This is probably my favorite one, "Chronic Migraine," because if you know, you know. I get really bad migraines. This is also one of my favorites. Sorry I can't. I have plans with my dog, always. Then we have a Bookaholic. And then look at how cute this one is. "Coffee Dog Mom." How freaking cute are these? Okay, sorry, I'm like sweating from doing that. That heat press gets a lot hotter like than it looks, and it like projects heat, so I'm sweating. But yeah, if you want to, you should definitely check out Cotswold & Co. on Instagram, and she has a channel here on YouTube, so I'll link her below. If you go to her page, you can then find her transfer page if you want to do what I just did and kind of make your own. But yeah, I freaking love Cotswold & Co. I have so many sweatshirts for them. It's like actually kind of embarrassing, but you know what? I love them. So that's that. What time is it? Now it's officially 4:02. I gotta leave to get Louie in like 20 minutes. So for the next 20 minutes, I'm gonna go bring all those sweatshirts upstairs, and then I probably won't read before then because 20 minutes is not enough time. But when we get back, we will read. I promise. I swear I'm gonna get this done today, even if it means staying up till 1 a.m., even though I have to work tomorrow. But yeah, we're gonna do it. So I'll be back later. Okay, it is now 5 o'clock. I am back home. I just picked up Louie from daycare. I sat there and talked to my dog sitter for a little while, so that's why I'm back so late. But I have to do some quick computer work, and then we are gonna officially get to reading. Hopefully, who knows? No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna read. But I'm gonna do this computer work really quick, and then my head is killing me. I need to take meds. It's really crappy and rainy out too, so the vibes are immaculate. I'm gonna get cozy under a blanket, get my book going, and continue watching Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, like the child that I am. So I'll see you when I start reading. Hello. So I'm doing absolutely terrible at this, swapping my screen time for reading. Not in the sense that I'm like spending time on my phone, but in the sense that life just keeps getting in the way. I read about 2 hours yesterday. It's now Friday at like 5 p.m. I read 2 hours yesterday, and as you probably heard me talk about, I was saying that I was getting a headache, and it turned into a full-fledged migraine, like terrible migraine to the point where I couldn't even keep my eyes open. So I fell asleep on the couch literally at 8 o'clock last night. Fell asleep from 8 to 9 on the couch, and then went upstairs and fell right asleep at like 9:30. And I'm wearing my Chronic Migraine Gang sweatshirt from Cotswold & Co. In honor of this migraine still sticking around in my brain. But yeah, so I went to sleep at like 9 o'clock last night and literally didn't wake up till like 9 o'clock this morning. And I still woke up and had a headache, but went to work. I was in like the Monroe area, and as I was driving home, my head was just getting worse and worse. So I literally came home. Got home at like 3:30. And literally came home, put my headache hat on, and put our AC on in our room, and just laid in the dark, in the quiet for like an hour. Now it's 5 o'clock, and I'm clearly downstairs on the couch. But we have like an hour and a half left of my screen time, and I'm now on page 352. So I have like 70 pages left of this, which we can definitely finish in the next hour and a half. And I'm for real gonna finish it this time. I'm like laughing at myself thinking about me saying at the beginning, hey, on Wednesday, me saying like, yeah, this is just gonna be a quick video that I can get done in one day, edit it the next day, have it ready for Monday. Joke's on me. But yeah, so we're gonna finish this out today. hopefully my head will stop hurting. It's definitely dulled down a lot, but last night was rough. Like, I woke up at 9 o'clock on the couch and was like, oh my God, I think I'm gonna throw up. Luckily I didn't, but it was a rough one. So yeah, I just heated up some pasta that I made last night. I'm gonna put on the TV. I'm gonna start my timer and we're gonna finish this, and we're gonna finish out this vlog so I can edit it tomorrow and have it ready for Monday still, but let's go. Actually, one more thing. So I've been watching Haley and Bookland a lot, and she talks a lot about how she starts vlogs and then they never go according to plan, and then she just turns them into something different. So that's kind of what we're doing here. I'm probably gonna name this like reading vlog, swapping my screen time for reading, kind of. As I like kept pushing this back and pushing it more and more days, I was like, oh, like, should I just stop? Like, should I just not do this and then just scrap all this footage and whatnot? But I was like, you know what? Watching her videos is really good because like she gets off like her schedule a lot, and she talks about like, I really get down on myself for it, but you know what? It's life. Like, shit happens, and that's how I feel this week. Like, I made a plan, life happens, shit happens, and we need to move forward in the best way. So I'm just gonna continue this. I'm still gonna call it swapping my screen time for reading time, but it's just gonna be a 3-day long thing, because you know what, that's realistic. And don't you want to see something that's a little more realistic rather than somebody who said, I just sat down for 5.5 hours and read my entire book? That's not realistic. So thank God I found Haley in Bookland, because she makes me feel okay when things don't go according to plan, because I'm like, oh my God, like, am I just a shitty person and like can't get my shit together? And she makes me realize, no, life just happens. Things get busy. Brains start hurting. So, okay, now let's go. I finished One Summer in Savannah. This dog is barking. We're getting some sort of package. So I finished One Summer in Savannah. I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. That was really good, but also like there was points where I was like, all right, this could move a little faster, but the ending, fantastic. Let's see, I still have some time left on my timer. I have 17 minutes and 50 seconds left on my timer, but I'm gonna take Louis for a you-know-what. And then I have to clean the dishes and clean the sink. Some of Chris's friends are coming for the weekend. And then we'll read for the last 17 minutes. I don't know what I'm gonna read yet, but we'll figure that out when I get home. So I'll see you in a little while. Okay, I am back with an update. It is now 8 p.m. I took Louis for you know what. Came home, showered. It was so like humid, and then it was really freaking buggy. Like I kept getting bugs in my eyes and on my shirt. So I literally was like, ew, I feel so gross. I need to come home and shower. I showered like the second I got home. Still put back on my chronic migraine gang sweatshirt because it's so comfy. Just did the dishes, cleaned up a little bit, and now I'm going to sit down and read my second book. My timer has like a little less than 18 minutes on it, and I'm actually going to read The Haunting of Clandestine House by Celina Myers. This is the author, she's on TikTok. Is Celina Spooky Boo on TikTok. She's freaking hilarious, but she has like this little short story that's only, oh, it's longer than I thought actually. It's 141 pages, but like there's not, let me see if I can show you this. There's not like much writing on each page, like it's relatively short. I'm gonna know nothing about this, let's see. So it says, The Haunting of Clandestine House. What secrets reside in the Clandestine House? Rumors have run wild for a century in the mouths of all the locals. It is known as the haunted house that swallows people whole. It isn't until an out-of-town buyer, Hannah Watts, purchases the house that the dark past of the time capsule home will come to light. What happened to the family? What is going to happen to Hannah? So we're gonna see how much of this I can get read in the next 17, almost 18 minutes. And then I'll probably end up finishing this tonight too, because it's short. But we shall see. Let's begin book number 2. morning, Bookish Friends. It is now Saturday morning and I am just wrapping up this vlog. As you know, I finished up my screen time last night and we did pretty good. So when I started this vlog, I was on page 134 of One Summer in Savannah by Terah Shelton Harris. I finished this book, meaning I read 300 pages of this. And then I started a short little horror story. This is The Haunting of Clandestine House by Celina Myers. I had like 15 minutes left to read this and I got to page 26 of this. I'm currently on page 83 because I kept reading it last night. But so for this vlog of swapping my reading time for, for this vlog of swapping my screen time for reading time, I was able to read 326 pages. Now imagine if I could do that every day. Imagine if I could get off my phone every day and read. But as you saw, I don't always have like 5 hours in a day to read. It should have taken me a day to do this, but it took me freaking 3. But you know what? It is what it is. This is real freaking life. But I usually have about 2 hours to read a day, so maybe that wasn't a realistic goal to set for myself. But you know what? We did it. We conquered. We finished a book, started a new one. I will definitely be finishing this today. And yeah, so I would say this vlog was somewhat successful. There were still some fun things happening in it that I did, so I don't feel that bad about it. But I am going to log off here, and yeah, thank you for watching. If you like this kind of video, make sure to let me know in the comments below. I can definitely film more like this. Maybe I'll do it more so on a weekend, like a Saturday would have been perfect, where I will actually have 5 hours to read because I'm not working. That probably would have been the smarter choice. But yeah, make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a video. And thanks for watching. Bye.